How can one of the most beautiful songs Paul McCartney ever wrote have such a problematic story behind it? The Long and Winding Road was written by Paul McCartney while staying at his farm in Scotland sometime around 1968. At the time, the relationship of the band was terrible, like really bad, and Paul wanted to make a song that reflected the sadness of the situation. Initially, the song was supposed to have a simple four-man arrangement similar to the one the band usually used in the ballads. But as we all know, the songs the band recorded in January of 1969 during the Get Back sessions were given to Phil Spector by John and George a year later. By this time, Paul was completely done with the Beatles. He was basically out of the group, so Spector took the liberty of adding a few things. Actually, a lot of things. The song was completely different. It had a female choir, string arrangements, and lots of echo, and as soon as Paul heard it, he was livid. If this whole thing was happening today, maybe he would have gone full Kanye mode on Twitter, but this was 1970, so he wrote a letter that reads at the very end, "Never do it again." And that's not it. When he sued the Beatles to dissolve the partnership, this little incident was listed as one of the 6 reasons for leaving the band. And on an interview promoting his self-titled album released in 1970, he clarifies that the song had been modified and he wasn't okay with it. At the moment, probably because of all the problems they were having, George and John sided with Spector. But once again, time would prove Paul right, because after a few years, both of them fell out of love with Phil and never worked with him again.